हेलो एवरीबॉडी, दिस इज विक्रम रावल। बहुत सारे चेहरे हैं दिल्लिस्तान के, बट एज यूजुअल मैं बोलता हूँ कि ये उनमें से एक चेहरा है। माय नेम इज विक्रम रावल एंड आई एम हियर टू ऑर्गेनाइज दिस शो कॉल्ड चैट ट्रैप। चैट ट्रैप इज बेसिकली अ स्पेशल शो ऑर्गेनाइज बाय दिल्लिस्तान। दिल्लिस्तान के थ्रू ये ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया है चैट ट्रैप शो, स्पेशली उन लोगों के लिए जो बहुत बोर हो रहे हैं घर पे। बोर हो रहे हैं, बट हमने दिल्लिस्तान को मैं थैंक्स बोलता हूँ कि उन्होंने एक ऐसा शो बनाया जिसके थ्रू हम लोग आपको एंटरटेन कर सकते हैं, आपको बहुत सारी knowledge दे सकते हैं, and we thought why not do so. So we are going to be calling a lot of guests on this show, and हमारे उनमें से एक गेस्ट जो अभी एक हम शुरुआत कर रहे हैं जिनके साथ, उनका नाम है मिस्टर पवन अग्रवाल, इनफैक्ट सीए पवन अग्रवाल। He is going to be sharing a lot of news with us, a lot of new development in the finance industry. ऑफ कोर्स वो सीए हैं तो वो फाइनेंस के बारे में बात करेंगे, और जैसे कि आज का हमारा टॉपिक है विच इज़ how to handle finance, how to handle finance in the difficult times and also during the COVID-19 and post-COVID-19 situation. So चलते हैं, हम बुलाते हैं सीए पवन अग्रवाल को एंड देखते हैं उनको क्या कहना है। Please welcome Mr. Pavan Agarwal, CA Pavan Agarwal, and welcome to our show, Chat Trap with Vikram
Yeah,
Raval. How are you today?
yeah. Hi, yeah. I'm good. Good. Hi, Vikram, and good evening to everyone who are viewing this show. Uh, I'm good. I hope everyone is well and doing well at home and safe. So, and thank you, your team for inviting me on this show. So I can share my knowledge and whatever the inputs I have about the finances and how to deal with the situation. So I'll be glad to share my knowledge.
Great. So Mr. Pavan, I hope how मैं आपसे सबसे पहला जो एक क्वेश्चन पूछने वाला हूँ वो ये है कि how are you spending your lockdown and how are you spending your quarantine period?
Yeah, that's usual. We are just following the government rules like the social distancing and keeping ourselves at home. Although, as per the Delhi government allowed us for the private offices to come offices with the 33% staff. So last 2 days we are opening our office, right?
Okay.
So I mean before to that the social distancing is one. Apart from that, the one most important thing that I'm doing is that I'm improving my skill set. So this is the
Okay.
biggest opportunity. In fact, I'm taking myself to improve the skill set. So once the COVID-19 gets over, we should be come up with the new skill set,
That's
right?
good.
So
That's good.
that can be a grateful for our profession and for me.
That's very good. So definitely COVID-19 की वजह से बहुत सारी situations बदल गई हैं, काफ़ी affect हुआ है businesses को, जैसे कि आप जानते हैं, and वही हमारा
Hmm.
एक discussion का एक topic है आज जिसके बारे में हम बात करने वाले हैं। So what do you
Right.
feel? What are the things that have really affected COVID-19 की वजह से, क्या effects आए हैं अभी currently? What are your clients? What are the issues your clients are facing? Just wanted to start with that.
Yeah, see, the one problem commonly the all the clients are facing is that the liquidity crunch,
Okay.
right? So yeah, so the things are like that. Everyone is with the cash crunch. So
Okay.
उनके पास में ड्यूज बहुत हैं अपने सप्लायर्स को, एम्प्लॉयज को और जो लैंडलॉर्ड को पेमेंट करने के लिए, बट उनके
Right.
पास में जो इनफ्लो का कोई भी मैकेनिज्म नहीं है अभी। मतलब इनफ्लो के कोई भी रास्ता दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, बट आउटफ्लो के सारे चीजें हैं। सो दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम आई एम कॉमनली experiencing with my clients and the professional colleagues.
Right. And definitely वो आपसे हेल्प मांगते हैं, ऑफ कोर्स आपकी एक्सपर्टीज है तो आपसे हेल्प मांगते ही होंगे इसको हैंडल
Yeah.
करने के लिए।
Right. So that way, I analyzed something that I can share here. So
Sure.
first of all, during COVID-19, I would say first of all we should do since the lockdown is ongoing. So
Mhm.
we should keep on focusing our relationship with the stakeholders. It may be our
Okay.
employees, may be our suppliers, it may be our customers, or it may be our other colleagues. So so that would create a different image with them, and we can say, and that will create an environment that we are with them and we are helping to each other, right? So
Right.
yeah, so the everyone is facing that kind of situation. So this
Yeah.
is yeah, so this is not for anyone. It is like, I mean, 99.9% people is affected with that, this tabahi. So we will focus with each other, then we can help each other and can come to know their experiences and the problems. So that is one. So
Right.
apart from that, going forward, and then in between to the COVID-19 also, we should analyze and check the avenues of cost saving and cost
Okay.
reduction. Right.
Okay.
So this is for the individuals also, and this is for the businesses also. I would
Hmm.
say they should analyze what they need and what they want. They should be differentiate between what they need and what they want. So
Right.
obviously they should incur expenses on the what they need. Right. The unnecessary or discretionary expenses should be avoided in that time. Right. So, for example, I would say the rent expenses, which is commonly, no one is using the premises, and the landlord are saying that they have to pay it. So, obviously, that is the different concern. That is, I mean, everyone has to deal on case-to-case basis.
I think the
But
video has been stuck a bit. Can you
so,
hear us? I think the video
yeah,
was
yeah,
stuck. Can you hear me?
I, yeah, I can hear you, but I don't know.
Right. It got a bit stuck. No worries. Please continue.
Yeah. So we were discussing about the rent expenses. So we need to think about later stage also, that how can we consolidate that the premises, physical premises. So if we can, can allow our client, can allow our employees to work from home, then that
Hmm.
would be the biggest reduction in our expenses. So that
Which
is
I
one
think the
example.
companies, yeah, which I think the
Yeah,
companies are trying as much as possible. Yeah.
yeah, that is so
Hmm.
that is one example. So we have to look at our traveling cost also. That is
Right.
obviously will come down, but in future also we can we can make a standard procedure also, that we should avoid traveling. So these
Right.
type of expenses we have to analyze whether what we need and what we want. So we have to
Okay.
differentiate, and this is not only for the businesses. We have to take that decision on our individual case basis also.
Right.
So yeah, so apart
So,
from that,
hmm.
yeah,
Do
and
you think there are? Right. Please continue. Yeah. You were saying.
yeah, so yeah, so managing the finances
Hmm.
for businesses, I would say them to that they should prepare a cash flow statement with a very pessimistic approach, right? So in that they take their inflows very pessimistic, and this should be prepared for at least 6 months. So by that way they will
Okay.
be able to how their cash will go, because in our introduction session I said that the common problem that everyone is facing is the liquidity, and the post
Right.
COVID-19 also, the game will start, and the liquidity problem will be the biggest, which needs to be addressed by everyone. So
Right.
everyone has to prepare their cash flow statement. So that cash flow statement can be for anyone. So I,
Okay.
as a professional, also prepare myself my cash flow statement, my firm's cash flow statement. So and with that I came to know that how my expenses will go out, and what will be the my incomes. So
Okay.
yeah, so that should be do. Apart from that, for businesses I would say they should, again, in order to create the liquidity, they should work on their dilution or liquidation of inventory. So
Okay.
they must be having the huge inventory with them. So that is a way, by way that they can create the liquidity. So These are the few things that they can do. Apart from that, few things in long term they have to do, that is digitalization of the work. They have to go for the digitalization.
Right.
um, right.
Digitalization is
So
definitely important. Right.
hmm. And moreover, one more thing, the in long term itself, they have to do the lot of research and development also, because now this COVID-19, obviously this is a pandemic, but has come with some opportunities also. So we have to continuously work on our researches that will
Right.
help in our business. So whatever the savings we will earn, so some part of that we should invest in our researches, so that will help in our business. Yeah.
Right. And also, I had this question which people have been asking me, and I thought, why not ask the expert, which is you? What are the kind of financial, I mean, you told me about the financial strategies which people should take up, and definitely we'll be taking up questions from the audience as well who've joined us
Right.
recently. We're open to questions. We'll be definitely, answering as many as possible. But apart from that, what are the financial measures you think the government has taken and would be, very important for small and medium-sized businesses to take up and would help them in future, you know, during the
Yeah.
COVID-19 situation and post that?
Yeah. So till now, government has come up with the few solutions.
Okay.
I mean measures, right? So that is more on part of the compliances, right?
Okay.
So government has extended various compliances dates, like income tax. So income
Okay.
tax, they have extended due date, which were falling between 20th March to 29th June. So all
Hmm.
those dates, which includes the return, which includes the filing of appeal, which includes the reply to the notices and everything. They have postponed it to 30th June. But please note one thing in income tax also, most of the people are, sleeping at home, but they don't know, and they expecting that the government has extended all the dates. But I want to
Okay.
remind them, the government has not extended any payment dates under income tax. So like
Okay.
the TDS payment which were falling 30th April, and for the March month and April month, that is the last date is 7th May, which has already gone. So the government has not given, have not extended the dates, given
Acha.
one relaxation, that is the they have, the interest charges would be half. So earlier
Acha.
that was chargeable at the rate of 18% per month.
Hmm.
So monthly it comes 1.5 percentage per month. So now they are charging, they said the 0.75% per month would be the interest rate. So here the person should, the businesses should wake up and see that their TDS payments or the advanced tax payment, which will come on the 15th of June. So
Right.
these dates have not been extended at all. Right. So this is as far as income tax is concerned. So they have extended the revision of income tax dates. They have extended our, the last date for filing of income tax return for financial years 18-19
Hmm.
to 30th of June. And one more relief the government has granted under Income Tax Act, that is they allowed the savings to avail the exam deduction under the income tax calculation, that
Okay.
anyone do that by 30th June. So which earlier they needs to do up to 31st March to claim
Okay.
their deduction for that particular financial year. So for financial year 1920, anyone who has not invested or money in for the claiming deduction, they can do that exercise by 30th of June, which be rightly eligible for to claim deduction for financial year 1920 in their income tax computation.
I think those are very
Uh,
important points. Yeah.
yeah. So this is I covered income tax. Apart from the GST, commonly they have given good relaxation for the MSME sector, which is they consider five below 5 crore rupees turnover. So all the due dates like filing of the GST are written for February, March, and April month. So the due dates got extended up to last week of June
Okay.
2020. So and about 5 crore rupees turnover, they allowed 15 days moratorium for that particular payment of taxes. Beyond that, they would be chargeable at interest, and there would not be any late fees and penalty for filing of these late returns. So these are under indirect taxes and commonly GST. Apart from this, one relaxation the government has done given, which is known to, I think, some of the people, that is the EMI got extended.
Okay.
So they have allowed RBI. I mean, RBI has allowed to bankers to give the 3 months moratorium to the persons who have availed loan, any type of loan from any type of financial institutions or banks.
Yes, that's of course something we know. But do you think that this kind of a extension for EMI payments would be is actually right, or is there an interest being charged on it, or is it something? Is there a hidden TNC or a terms and conditions apply like other offers or anything, or it's actually
No,
straight?
no, yeah, it's a straight, but our Reserve Bank of India has, I mean, given instruction to the banks. So
Okay.
the bank's discretion, but commonly the Reserve Bank of India has said that the banker should allow to the loan holder that that they should be given 3 months moratorium period. So there is no
Right.
hidden in that, but it is but obvious that they have to pay interest on their outstanding amount. So the government has not given any type of relaxation on the interest amount till now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And but we've also heard about this, that whatever the government of India has been doing is good, okay, but compared to other countries, of course, these kind of schemes are a little less than what has been given outside India. The other governments have, they've given schemes as well, and they've also helped more in keeping the economy alive. Do you think there's any
Yeah.
difference, or there is something more which should be done, or is it's fine? People should be living with this. What is your take on it?
Yeah, so first of all, we should be optimistic towards the government. The government will surely come up with some economic packages, industry-wise and the sector-wise, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, till now, that statement is very much correct. The government
Hmm.
has not given any kind of help to revive. I mean, these kind of help the other countries are giving to the businessmen and the service providers. So
Hmm.
till now this statement is correct, but obviously the government is working behind us, that the in background, that the what economic measures they should take to economy alive. But here I would say that since you told about, I mean, asked that the other countries has given some packages. So
Yeah.
Germany has given already 60 package of 60% of their GDP.
Okay.
So and the US government has given about 12% of their GDP as the economical package, right?
Hmm.
So it includes the immediate relief to the the citizens of their country. It includes the deferral of the certain payments, government dues, or it
Hmm.
includes um, the certain measures to create the liquidity and by way of guarantee also. So these are the benefits the government of different part of the world is providing.
Right. And this is really important. It's really good info we are getting from CA Pavan Agarwal, and all those viewers who have joined us very recently. We are talking about how we can manage finance sector, how we can manage our finances during this situation, and also how can it be managed in future. We are welcoming questions. Please let us know if you have any kind of questions. We'll definitely try answering all of them as much as possible. It's also possible to contact Mr. Pavan Agarwal separately, and also inbox Dilistan. We'll be mentioning the numbers and email ID very soon on the video description. So, Pawan, we'll move on to the next question. What
Yes,
I
please.
wanted to ask also is that what are the opportunities also that these businessmen can avail in terms of statutory compliances in view of COVID-19? So there are many compliances as well which are there, because every rule and every legal thing, legal word has everything under the sheet. So what do you think are the
Yeah.
opportunities which a businessman can try to restart? Obviously, there are many businessmen who want to restart the business. There are many
Yeah.
businesses who
So
want to press the restart button. How do you think that can be done?
So as far as the statutory compliance is concerned, some the government has come up with the or even given extension to their schemes, which were
Okay.
earlier very popular. Yeah, which were earlier popular. That is like Vivad Se Vishwas scheme, which was going to be end on 31st March. Right.
Right.
So the government has extended the last date of that scheme by 30th June. So that is for the direct tax dispute scheme, so income tax dispute schemes, so under
Okay.
which your litigations are pending. Just a minute, please.
No problem, please.
Litigations are pending at any form. You can settle your case with paying just due amount, right? So that scheme is going to end on 31st March. That the
Okay.
government has extended by 30th June. Apart from that, the Sabka Vishwas scheme, which is under
Yeah.
indirect taxation, that is mainly for the service tax and excise duties. So
Right.
this is also which there was no due date, but the 1 month payment date was prescribed there. Right. So that also government has given relief in that the person who allowed to pay amount in that scheme, so they can pay it up to 30th of June. Right.
Okay.
So, and one wonderful scheme that government has introduced, that I don't know whether it is linked to the COVID-19 or not. They introduced one scheme which gives the great relief to the to the small businesses, and who are very innocently done a mistake in compliances. Right.
Okay.
So let's suppose one has formulated a company and forgot to file their commencement of business form. So government
Hmm.
has come up with a fresh start scheme. Right. So under which they can file their forms. This is related with the ROC form. So Ministry of Corporate Affairs has given relief. So without paying late fees, anyone can file forms, and that is for any old forms they have not filed, they can file without paying any late fees. And let me clear you that the late fees which is chargeable, which is 20 times to the amount of actual fees. Additional fees is 20 times,
Okay.
and additional one more additional fees is chargeable, that is 100 rupees per day per form for the annual compliances. So you
Okay.
can imagine how much is the late fees comes, and the
That's
how yeah, and the how much the government has given such type of relief to the individual. I mean, those small or any type of businessman who formed their company or LLP. Right. So
okay.
who are registered under company or LLP, they can file the MCA forms without paying late fees. Right.
That's
So
great.
government has complete waiver of additional fees.
That's great. All right. So now that we've spoken about businesses, we've spoken about how returns can be filed, about TDS, about various other things. Uh,
Yeah.
we'll also go to the economy as a whole. So, what do you think
Right.
is what is your outlook on the post COVID-19 situation? Because the economic situation, of course, is going to change a bit or maybe revive. What is your
Yeah.
outlook and take on that?
See, I mean, this COVID-19 has, I mean, this is kind of a pandemic, and which has many people has sacrificed their lives. But post-pandemic, one thing is very much clear. This is the opportunity as well for India, right?
Hmm.
So how this is the opportunity for India, because if we go with the economy, then I mean we have a 23% contribution of manufacturing in our GDP, right?
Right.
And whereas the 40% contribution of China in manufacturing, China manufacturing 40% of manufacturing contribution in Chinese economy. So although the Chinese economy is the second largest economy and we are at fifth position, so by this COVID-19, the things will change. Now the manufacturing entities who are have their manufacturing facilities in China will obviously try to move out from China. That would be the reason that the international sanction may happen on them, or the China is not longer the trustworthy country to do business, right? So obviously, by that, if the companies comes to India and they have set up their business here in India, then the FDI will come, the investment will come. Then that way, and the huge opportunity for India to be a big economy. And the dream of Prime Minister Modi ji is that the 5 trillion economy by 2024, which can be true with that. So obviously, next 1 year would be very highly risky. If we will be able to sustain that next year, financial year 2020-21, then the rest 4 years, obviously, or 3 years down the line, would be fully of the opportunity for us to be a 5 trillion economy. And for this, I just like to mention that the government obviously is coming with the certain economic reforms, but we should cut. The government should cut the red tape and provide the red carpet for the businesses who are running their businesses outside India and thinking to move coming to India.
So you feel that there is a scope to actually have more opportunities by the government, and you think they will be coming up with more things?
Yeah. Obviously, there are a lot of opportunities for India post COVID-19. But initially 1 year would be very crucial as far as the economy is concerned.
One year, you say?
Yeah, 1 year. Because it will take at least 1 year to revive the things, because we have to be normalized by March 2021. Because before that, we will not be able to come from this kind of situation.
I totally understand, and that's a great insight. Thank you so much. And we'd like to also ask a question from the individual perspective, and which is that also there are a lot of investors in the market who are regularly have been or want to invest in mutual funds and equity. What is your suggestion, and what is your take on that? What changes should they make, or what kind of mutual fund should they go with? Should they or should they not go with? That is also a question which has been coming up. So it would be great if you can answer that for us.
Yeah, actually, Vikram, frankly speaking, I'm not the kind of expert or the investment advisor, right? But I know certain things, a few things which I follow for the investment per se. That is, Warren. I mean, the two principles that I wanted to mention here, that I follow the Warren Buffett's the principles, and he said the right time to buy and the right time to buy equity, that is when everyone is selling. So this is the time when everyone is selling. So I don't want to comment whether you should buy or not. That is up to you, because that is your money, and you know best how to utilize your that hard-earned money, right?
Absolutely.
So Warren Buffett's line I pursue. And the second thing that I must say here, that is, you invest, that is right, but you should invest that is your risk-free money. Don't be panicking in your investments, like I have to invest, somehow the market is down, I have to invest because my money would be double and all. you should invest your risk free money only. You should not be panic at all.
Great, good advice. That is a very good advice. And before we end the show and end the chat, is there anything, any message you want to give to all our audience?
Yeah, so I would like to mention here that the as I during the discussion I also said that this 1 year would be very critical. So we have seen some shocking informations or the the news till now, and we may get some shocking knowledge in times to come. Someone will lose their job, someone will lose their assignment, someone will obviously will cut the salaries and all. So that will happen, but we should be optimistic, and we should be we should hope that this situation will we will become out from this situation. And post COVID and the post financial year 21, everything will be fine, and the things will improve then. And as I said that the India will obviously meet their target or their dream to achieve the 5 trillion economy by 2024. So do not lose their hopes. Everyone should be keep on their improve their skill sets and knowledge, and focus on the maintaining relationship with the friends, colleagues, professional colleagues, and the the business colleagues also, and employees, right?
I think that's a lot of positivity from CA Pawan Agarwal, and I think you should all learn when the CA is saying you have to listen to him, and that's what we have to understand. When the CA says we have to listen, that we have to think positive, we have to go with the positivity, and that's how we should learn, and we should have new skill sets. That's a great message. Thank you so much for joining us, and it was great. Great having you on our show, and we'll
Thank you.
definitely share all questions with you if we have any. In case we'll get inboxes
No,
and all, right?
yeah, no problem. Yeah, please.
Thank
That
you
would
for
be my
joining us.
pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you for
viewers.
having
Thank
us.
you. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. So that was CA Pawan Agarwal with us on the show, and I think gave a great advice apart from all the techniques of handling finances. And I'm going to see you soon, very soon, on the same platform, Dillistan Chat Trap with Vikram Raval. We're going to be coming up tomorrow again with Mr. Dev Datta. He's a very known designer, branding consultant, and he's also a very known creative person. He'll be telling us a lot about branding. He'll be telling us a lot about how we can actually transform the creative market, the designing and marketing business. So I'm going to be in discussion with him tomorrow, which is 6 p.m. the same time, and I hereby close the conversation. This is Vikram Raval signing off. See you tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.